have finally been able to play Modern Warfare, at least the PlayStation community, and as a whole, I think it looks pretty great. This is going to be my initial review of the gameplay. I'm just going to run some, team deathmatch in the background and just talk about what I like, dislike, etc. The gameplay feels really smooth. The maps that we've played are more of a 3-lane kind of prong maps where you could just, run in those 3 lanes without having to worry about too many angles and sides like we've seen in Modern Warfare 2019. Which I think is a good change, I guess you could say. A lot of people would complain about not having that, but personally, I don't care. I think the 3-lane maps are pretty great, and I think a lot of people are enjoying them. We've only been able to play these 4 maps. We've seen some others in the past, but we haven't been able to play them yet. Unfortunately, if you're not on PlayStation, you will not be able to play this until I think about next weekend. And if you're on PlayStation, you'll be able to play this again, which, is a great thing. But, if you're not on PlayStation, sucks to suck. The gunplay in this game feels really smooth. I feel like they're trying to break down the meta kind of, attachment build with a lot of these weapons. You can get a lot of no recoil builds, but it's going to make your gun a lot slower. This game does feel a little bit more fast paced, but slow paced at the same time. Personally, I feel like you run faster when you double sprint now, but you run slower when you just regular sprint. And for some of these maps, that's a good thing. For some others, that's a bad thing. The sound sounds really great on this game. Personally, I think they did a really good job compared to, 2019 with the insane elephant footsteps that nobody liked. And, just that kind of got situated, I feel like, halfway through that game. But they did even better now with the sound engine that just sounds way better and more clean. I really enjoyed my time playing this. There is still some time in the beta, so, if you want to go play it, go play it. That's kind of a you thing. But personally, this gameplay alone makes me want to pre-order the game and actually play it, which I will be doing eventually once it comes out. I'll be switching from zombies to multiplayer for the time being, but I'll be playing some zombies on the other hand, if, for those who've been on the channel for longer. The games go by really quickly as well. Even on maps like this one, it is extremely fast paced. It is not your regular Call of Duty Modern Warfare title. Infinity War definitely made it more of a kind of arcadey feel, kind of like a Treyarch game like you see in Cold War, and also Black Ops 3, which personally I think is a good thing. So it's not as tactical as the previous Modern Warfare. The great thing about that, it allows casuals to play the game a little bit better, which I think is a good thing, because the whole slide cancel sweat fest, that's already going to be started again. They found out a way to slide cancel in the game, but they'll be patching that. So for those who like just play casual Call of Duty, this is definitely going to be your title, I feel like. But for the slide canceling Andes, this might be a problem for you, but a good thing is a good thing. Another addition that they added, you might have seen, is the return of dolphin dive. You could also slide and dolphin dive, which is a really cool feature. All you have to do is either hold circle, or tap it. Either way, it works really good when you're in a gunfight and you kind of need to get out of the way really quickly. But other than that, it really doesn't serve much of a purpose. The kill streaks are also score streaks in this game, so if you prefer score streaks, you're allowed to use score streaks now, and vice versa. I think it's a really good change of pace for those who play objectives. Say if you're playing domination, or even the new hostage rescue mode, I think it's called. And then if you're one of those people who prefer kills, you can get your kill versions of like UAV, chopper gunner, dogs, etc. I don't have too many complaints about this game, but one thing that I did not enjoy while I was in the beta is sometimes the time to kill extremely fast. Like you can get shot 3 times or 2 times, like from the shoulders above, and you die, which necessarily isn't a bad thing, but sometimes on big maps like this one, you will not know where you got shot from. And then at other times, you will be shooting people, and it takes a little too long. It just depends on the range and what kind of weapon you're going to use. So hopefully they patch some of these weapons. I know the M4 is probably the most popular gun in the game right now, just because there's not really much of an option, but we will be seeing more options in the future. But hopefully they will patch some of these weapons, because personally I do love the M4 and the MP5 meta back in 2019, but for this game I feel like that's not going to be a healthy thing, just because there are a good amount of variety of weapons. So personally I would like to see a lot more weapons being used rather than these 2 alone. They added a bunch of things as well, like the shock prong tactical that kind of inspired from Black Ops 2, where you could just shock charge someone, makes them shoot the gun like in just a hip fire fashion. So it kind of works, it kind of doesn't. Sometimes you get hip fire some people, which is a good thing, but also it can give away your location if you don't have a suppressor. Overall, the gameplay of the game feels really good. It runs really smooth as well. If you're playing on a next gen system, great. You'll be running 60 frames or even higher if you just play the game, on normal settings. For last gen systems, I'm not sure, because personally I haven't touched it yet, and I probably will not, just because why would I, do that? I'm on a higher, generation. For PC, I'm not sure about that either. I'll probably play a little bit next week when it's available, just to kind of, make a video about it. But for, generational systems like the PlayStation and also Xbox, it runs really smoothly, and, that's a good thing in my opinion. Overall, the game is really fun from right now. I have a good impression of it, and if you haven't pre-ordered or bought it yet, just check around the videos on my channel that I'll be posting probably in like a day or two, or maybe I'll even post another one with this one, and you could see the game for yourself. But personally, I think it plays really, really good, and if you were skeptical, don't be. But other than that, I'm going to let the gameplay play just so you could see for yourself on how it plays out without having to hear my voice over it. Kind of gets annoying sometimes, But other than that, gamers, hope you have a good one. See ya.
Target still intact. Ready.
Target marked. Request fire mission.
Copy that. Sparrow 6 inbound for SAE. No hits on that pass.
What's your back?
Approaching target. Victory secure. Good fighting.